Hello everybody, this is Professor Peoples. Yup, it's that time for your online final project. I know how excited everybody is to get to it, so let me just give you a quick brief over what you should expect and how to find everything you need to find. First of all, of course, you want to go and find your final project. It's found in the week 10 area. Please look for it there. You can download your final project. It is in Excel format. Microsoft Excel is what you need to do all of your work in and submit. So when you open up your program, the program file will be worth 20% of your grade. Download it. Fill in your answers underneath each one. Please use your name in the file when you save. And then submit this project to the Dropbox right here. This is where you're going to submit it. So when you do that, when you open it up, here's what you'll see. Along the bottom tab, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 through 13, 14, and 15 questions that you'll fill in. For problem number 1, we're concentrating on Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 material, which looks at finding mean, median, standard deviation, range. Please comment which is the best, mean or median, and why. And then finally, you're going to make a bar graph. And you can use a different tab to do this, but you're going to insert your bar graph here. It should really be a column graph in Excel. We call it a column graph. To show the frequency, the relative frequency of the industries in column F. So to find the data, scroll down. Here it is. This is the data that we're looking at. This is the millionaire, or millionairess, I guess, that we're looking at. Their net worth, their source of worth, and the industry. Here's column F. This is the one that we want to count the relative frequency for, right? How many are in the service industry? How many are in the energy industry? And if you need help, please make sure that you go and check out my video or my video links on creating bar graphs, histograms, and other graphs. And then please put that graph, copy and paste it right into this space. Question 2, if you click on the tab, you'll actually see the question right here. It's worth 6 points. That's 2 points per blank right here. And it gives you 2 problems right here. Please read through the entire problem, right? Sometimes if you get this thing, you might only see part of the problem. Just go ahead and click and drag until you read the entire problem, and you can actually size that box correctly to read the problem. So please make sure that you read that entire problem and put your get probability answer in here. Round your answer to 4 decimal places, please. A similar thing with question 3. Again, make sure that you read through the entire problem that's listed there. We have a contingency table in this one. That's part of the Chapter 3 material on probability. Please make sure you take a look there. Please fill in the particular probabilities. Again, round to 4 decimal places, please. For all of our probabilities in problems 4 through 13, we talk about the binomial experiments, the Poisson distribution, the uniform distribution, the normal probability distribution, and then an applied normal probability distribution. Please go through, read over these problems if you need to review. Don't forget that the binomial and Poisson were both found in Chapter 4. Problems 8 and 9 right here about the uniform distribution was in Chapter 5. Problems 10 and 11 about the standard normal distributions and 12 and 13 as well were all found in Chapter 6. Problem 14 deals with Chapter 8 on dealing with confidence intervals, right? So what you're going to do right here, make sure that you highlight using a color right here, whether you're using this or the other one, right? No fill here. I'm going to replace that. And then fill in the appropriate information, the mean, the probability, standard deviation, the sample size, and the MBE, which is your error, right? Your margin of error. And then use that to find your confidence interval. And then in words, please tell me what this means. Don't just tell me we know that it will be between these two numbers. You need to tell me what about the electronic components that you're finding right here. So please write full sentence. What do you mean when you tell me what this confidence interval is? How would you say it as if you were describing it to your boss at work or somebody who had asked? Finally, in problem 15, you're going to be using the hypothesis testing method discussed in my Chapter 9 video, and you're going to be using the hypothesis test-o-matic that I used right here. Just remember, when you fill in H1, our alternate hypothesis, you choose A, you choose B, or you choose C. Don't try to fill in with something else. It won't work. All right, so that's what you've got to do. Your sample size, your sample mean, your sample standard deviation, and the alpha that you mean to test this probability. In any case, I hope that briefing helps. Oh, sorry, down here, right? The only thing you really need to write here is we reject the null hypothesis or we fail to reject the null hypothesis, and explain what criteria we're using, what that p-value test means when you do that. That's it. Hopefully that helps. Don't panic. You guys can do this. And if you have questions over the week, please don't hesitate to let me know. Good luck.